Hello, guys. I'm so happy to have everyone here on board, and it shows that those are the people that truly stand for me, stand with me, and love me and care for me. So, that's the bag we're going to be using as our part one, but we're going to be making this in three ways. I made this in 2020. I see how long I used it, so I feel like sharing the process. So, I'm going to make it in three ways. The measurement is 14 inches by 8.5 inches wide. So I'm just going to show you how I cut that. So we're going to cut three pieces in of the same measurement and make three different designs, but it's still going to be having this kind of handle. So you can actually sell this bag as low as 500 naira, and this one is a quick one that you are sure that you might sell every day, unlike the expensive ones that somebody have to have plenty money before they buy from you. So this is the piece. The length like this, that is the length of this one, is 14 inches, while the width is 8.5 inches. So let's cut two more. We're going to cut two more to make it three pieces, since we are making three designs from this. So let's get started. So this is it. I've already duplicated that. Everything is 14 inches by 8.5 inches. Now let's go to our sewing machine. There we're going to do the magic. The first
and
thing you're
make
going
our
to
bag
do
come
is
to
to fix
life.
your zipper. So this side you measure 8.5 inches. You just fold it tiny, like less than half an inch. You put your oil. If you have a slippery leather, like my leather is kind of sticky, so I have to apply my machine oil. It's a secret that you wouldn't know if you are not a bag maker. So once you put it, it's going to flow very well. It will be easy for you to sew. So what you do now is to sew it and place it on the zipper and sew in your zipper. Just place it on the zipper and sew it as if you are fixing a zipper on a gown. Simple as that. If you have watched to this length, I say thank you very much for stopping by. If you are watching from my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, because hitting the like button will help the algorithm share my videos to those who need it more. So thank you for stopping by, and I want to see more of you. Let me know where you are watching from in the comment section. Thank you very much. So this is the first side of the zipper. So you just bring in the second side and fix the zipper as well. I think we can do that off camera, but just see what I did in the other side is what you should just repeat. So the next thing is to fix the zip teeth. If you're my old subscriber or my old student, you should already know how to do this, but I'm still going to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do now is to fix the zipper, roll it over, bring it out and refix it the second time. The second time I'm going to stop halfway. In that way I have both sides of the bag locked. So it's as simple as that. So this is it. I fixed my zipper. So the next thing we're going to do is to take the measurement of the fold on the upper part. It is 1 inch less than an inch. One stroke less than an inch on tape measure. One stroke less than an inch on tape measure. So it's not up to an inch. Sorry, one stroke more than an inch on tape measure. Sorry, it's more than an inch. Just one stroke more than an inch. So this is our strap holder. So this our strap holder is going to be somewhere here. So, and it's also going to serve as a stopper for the for the zipper. So you're going to place it just like this. You place it like this and sew it. You have to sew that one first and sew the other side first before we turn it out and sew the bag. So I measured 1 inch 1 inch wide for the stopper. Measure 1 inch wide and 2 inches long. So I just use that one to show you in case you want to use a strong leather and you feel like using a leather to serve as your rope, your strap holder and zip stopper. So that was why I used that one. So for the rest we're going to be using our 1 inch belt. So you just cut out 2 inches long and use it instead because it is stronger. So this is the first design as I've told you, and don't forget to take your measurement to make sure both sides are equal. So that place I measured is one stroke longer than 1 inch. So will I call that 1.1 inch? maybe. So if you're enjoying this class, please let me know. Your feedback means a lot to me. And I also want you to do your practical and submit. So this will help us proceed to the next one. I want you to do your practical and submit. That is why I came up with something as simple as this, that you will not have excuse of not doing it. So you have the whole of Saturday to practice this and submit. I want the three done between Saturday and Sunday so that we can proceed, so that we know where we're going to start, we're going to continue. So you see, very fast, simple as that. You can sell it as low as 500 naira, you still gain, because this leather, what I actually bought it for, I've done it and I've make my gain. So I have it wallowing in the house doing nothing. I just feel like, how many zip will I use? Let me just use it to make something small, small. I'll be able to sell it and use the money to buy recharge card or to buy biscuits for my baby. So, and I did, and I sold it. I sold the three, 1,500. The person that who bought it from me bought the whole three. So I have to come back to do another one for myself because I later fell in love with it. I did another one for myself that I'm using presently now. So I sold the three to one person for 1,500. And presently now, somebody have brought a similar design but bigger for me to produce 40 pieces of it. So you see what I'm saying. And I'm going to share the video of the similar one I'm talking about, but it's bigger. So just fix your rope like this, because I might not be showing this again in my in the subsequent tutorial. So you just fix your rope like this from the head and tie it at the base. Once it come out, you just knot it. Just knot it. Once you knot it, is going to serve as stopper. The knot is going to serve as stopper for it not to fall off when you're putting it on shoulder. You know, there's going to be a phone or ATM inside, so you have to be very careful. You have to knot it as high as like 2-3 times to make sure that it's going to stop. It's not going to pull off. So I want you to take note of that as well. So for the belt, you have to fold it and sew it. I didn't know if I remember to tell you that you have to fold it into two and sew it to make it tinier. It's not going to be flat. So once you fold it and sew it, it's going to have this kind of, it's going to add kind of strength to it and going to last longer and look different to really look like a 1 inch bed again. So that was what I did. I just carried the bed, fold it into two, and I sew it to the length. And the length of the bed was 50. So you can choose to make your own shorter or longer. The length of the bed was 50 inches. So you can choose to make your own longer or shorter, whichever way you want it. So that's it. Though the one I made before, the one I used from 2020 till now, is not as long as 50 inches. So I just choose to make this one longer. So this is the back, and this is how you carry it. Instead of holding your phone, your ATM, or holding purse, just put this across and you're off. So it's as simple as that. So this is the next one. Welcome to the part 2. So I don't have to start all over again from the previous one. I just did all what we have done on the first one. I fixed the zipper, I fixed the zip clothes, fixed the zip teeth. Then next thing, I fixed the belt. So the belt is 1 inch belt. I measure 2 inches long. I cut it off, used my lighter to burn it as usual. Then the next thing I did, I place it like so and sew it. It's as simple as that. So the next thing you're going to do now is to turn it to the wrong side so that we give it a design that will make it different from the first one we did. So this
So
is
like the
design
next thing we're
2.
going to do now
I
is
want
to
you
give
to
it a
note
kind of
that.
design, a shape, like a base at the base side. Only the down part, the two down part. So what you do now is take 1 inch in, 1 inch down. So that was what I used that chalk to do. Just take your tape measure, 1 inch from the lower part here up and the other side in. So my chalk was not doing justice to it. I have to take a pencil so
Continue
that
to
you
repeat the
can
same thing
see
on the
it
other side of
clearly,
the base.
since it is
This is
white
just
and
to
the
give
chalk
it a
is
kind of
white. So
wide
this is what I
base.
did: 1 inch
Instead of you
from
to
the
just sew it
side
flat,
and
is
one
to
inch
have
from
a
the
wide
down.
base,
So,
like
and
giving it a seat. So this is it. Or just do the same thing here. After doing this, just take your scissors and cut that out, and cut the other side out as well. So we're going to pin it down. You can pin it down if you want to, and if you know you can control it, you can choose to leave it like that. Why I'm pinning it down is that when I'm sewing the straight part, it doesn't have to shift. So I'm doing the same thing to the other side as well, and cut it out. Always remember to pin the upper part as well, so that you don't have less than 1.1 inch or more than 1.1 inch. I hope you understand. So always remember to pin the upper part. Once you take your measurement, pin it down. So I've sewn the and the
first
second
side.
side as well. So the next thing now is to form the base. So you just open it up and press it together. Bring them together. You open it up and press it together. Make sure the sewn part is at the middle of the other side that you cut. Is at the middle. That sewn straight line is at the middle of the other side that you cut. Then you sew it just like that. So that is how you're going to sew that square shape. You do the same thing to the other side. You open it up and bring it together, making sure that the mid part is at the middle of the other side as well. You just make sure it's equally matched so that your bag will not be bent. So you see what I did. You just fold it together and sew it. So you can choose to tape. You tape all your sewings to make it neat, but I felt that's not necessary. So if you feel like you want to make your own look classy and professional, you can tape all your sewings, since there is no lining to cover up the sewings. So you do the same thing inside. Make sure there is no opening in that place that you cut, or any part of the bag at all. So we're done with the bag. As you can see, it's different from the first one, but it has the same measurements with the first one. So all you need to do now is to fix the strap. So that's the part three. You
Zipper
agree with me
start.
that it's not necessary for us to start sewing zipper and sewing just that and all that again. So what I did was just to fold it out like so and measure. In this upper part, you're going to take 0.5 inches on both sides. While the lower part, remember to take your 1 inch as usual on the lower part. So I used 0.5 inches. You can choose to use whichever inches you need. But at the folding on the upper part of this particular one, this third one, I want you to remember very well. The folding in that was 1.1 inch. This one is 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, not 1.1 inch this time around. It's 1.5 inch. So if you are folding it, that is the zipper part from the upper part is 1.5 inches. So this is it. I don't want this video to be too long, and at this point we are close to the end of the video. Please remember to pray for me, pray for my brand, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook at Silva. Follow me on TikTok at Silva Hub. And go to my YouTube channel at Silva Online Hub and subscribe. Watch my videos, drop a comment for me, help me grow, support my brand. It means a lot to me. This is the only way you can say thank you to me. Thank you very much for watching. And at this point, I expect you to be able to make a simple purse or simple cross bag, whichever you choose to call it, and submit it tomorrow for correction or credits, whichever, so that you'll be graded. Let's see how it goes. In summary, the first design has no shape,
while the second design has shape at the base, while the third design has shape at the base and the upper parts. So this is what I'm doing now, is just to tape, to sew the, sorry, just to sew up the opening. Instead of sewing it straight, you cut it and sew it slant. Sewing it slant to give it a kind of shape that will give the inside more space. Instead of it to just look flat, it will not look like bust. It now give you a bust like shape. So that's what we're trying to achieve here. So at the end of the day, you're going to see how the result is going to look. So if you want to contact me, that's my number, +234 81355 85037. That's my number. I'm on WhatsApp, I'm on Telegram, I'm on Facebook as Adebayo Mabel. My page is Ade Silva. And you can search for me on YouTube as Ade Silva Online Hub. You can search up for me on TikTok as Ade Silva Hub. Thank you very much for participating. And the only way you can also tell me thank you is to practice this and master the skills. I want to see everybody succeed on this bag making. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Looking cute, right? So this is the three bags. Let me see how you make yours and how it looks. Thank you very much. We're expecting your feedback. Bye for